XRP Ripple will be at the vanguard of the impending explosion in the cryptocurrency sector. The lengthy Ripple VC SEC trial is coming to a close, and I assure you that you cannot afford to ignore this positive indication. In a few days, XRP Ripple might reach $2,984 and beyond, according to experts. Quite awesome, isn't it? However, this is only the start. Watch this video through to the end. Let's get right to the point without further ado. One of the most important cases in the history of cryptocurrency has been Ripple's legal dispute with the SEC. Many people now think that Ripple's ultimate triumph is imminent because the SEC has dropped cases against other cryptocurrency companies, and new hypotheses are starting to surface. The change in regulatory attitudes was recently highlighted by Senator Cynthia Lummis, who said, "We are closing the door on regulation by punishment and welcoming home American innovation." This assertion is consistent with the larger pattern of regulatory agencies relaxing their enforcement of rules pertaining to cryptocurrency. However, why hasn't the SEC dropped its action against Ripple yet, if that's the case? Vincent Van Code, a market analyst, has put out an interesting notion. According to him, Ripple is negotiating to get a major decision overturned with the Second Circuit Court of Appeals. U.S. District Judge Annalisa Torres found that Ripple's direct sales qualified as securities transactions in that decision. Ripple could freely transfer XRP to its banking and payment partners without further legal restrictions if it is successful in reversing this. More intriguingly, Van Code hypothesizes that Ripple's enormous 37.1 billion SRP token escrow might be positioned as a strategic reserve asset for the United States. In a recent statement, former President Donald Trump alluded to XRP's potential involvement in the country's digital asset policy. This is consistent with his remarks. If verified, this might revolutionize XRP and even include it into the larger financial system in the United States. There are even rumors that the government would buy these escrow coins straight from Ripple. Despite being theoretical, this hypothesis does bring up important issues. The SEC has been dismissing litigation against companies like Consensus, Coinbase, and Kraken at a rapid pace. So why is the case against Ripple still pending? The case's extreme intricacy might be one factor. The oldest cryptocurrency litigation still for SEC consideration is Ripple's lawsuit. The SEC filed its opening brief on January 15th, and it is presently being reviewed in the Second Circuit. Ripple must reply by April 16th. Ripple may be able to eliminate any residual regulatory doubt if the case is decided in its favor, enabling XRP to operate in the U.S. as a completely compliant digital asset. Well-known members of the XRP community are already getting ready for the next round. The XRP person cautioned that you should be prepared for the SEC case against Ripple when it is announced. The price will increase immediately, and there won't be any way to reverse it. According to all XRP speculation, the SEC case will soon come to an end. Ripple is more powerful than before, and with the help of Rios, there may soon be regulatory clarity for XRP. What would happen if XRP was formally accepted as a payment method in the U.S.? Game changer. These opinions show a rising sense of assurance that the resolution of this legal dispute will pave the way for the adoption of XRP, and Ripple's pricing and uptake may be drastically impacted if it does manage to win its regulatory battle. However, this puzzle has one last component. Why has the case not yet been dropped by the SEC? There are many who think the SEC is using the case as leverage to get more regulatory control over cryptocurrency transactions in the future. Some speculate that Ripple might be waiting for a better settlement that would let them freely distribute XRP. As the former White House Director of Communication noted, the SEC has withdrawn its action against Ripple, according to the XRP captain. An official dismissal may occur sooner rather than later if this is the case. All eyes are currently on the Second Circuit's judicial processes. In addition to XRP's sharp price increase, a historic regulatory ruling might have repercussions for the whole cryptocurrency market if Ripple wins. The last chapter of this drama will soon come to fruition since all the parts are in place. Although XRP has been generating a lot of buzz, the true question is, how high can it go? It may seem like you've heard it all, but believe me, the most recent forecasts will leave you stunned. Leading analysts are more optimistic than ever, and their predictions are startling. Prepare yourself because XRP's next move will completely alter the landscape. One of the most talked about cryptocurrencies has always been XRP, but the most recent predictions have elevated the conversation to a whole new level. Some predict that XRP's price will soar to unprecedented heights, When the SEC litigation is ultimately resolved, some contend that these kinds of demands are unattainable. What if they aren't, though? With his audacious prediction that XRP will soar by 400% on the day the SEC versus Ripple lawsuit is resolved, cryptocurrency analyst Fabio Zaccara recently caused a stir. A huge green candle is about to arrive. Even if many would write it off as pure hoopla, history shows that fast growth in cryptocurrency is not implausible, and that kind of surge would push XRP into genuinely unthinkable territory. Take a peek at Bitcoin, Ethereum, or even the explosive growth of XRP in 2017, which saw it go from less than a cent to nearly $4 in only a few months. What's preventing it from rising from $3 to $3,000, as one Twitter user Random CryptoPal stated? It's a reasonable query. Expectations have been regularly exceeded by cryptocurrency markets, and as XRP currently faces a future free from regulatory uncertainty, anything is possible. However, the actual query is, in reality, how many individuals will stay long enough to witness such gains? A prominent voice in the community, XRP Dragon, thinks that the majority of investors will sell too soon. 95% of people will sell their XRP at $10.50, believing they have made money. The genuine gains are what I'm here for, $1,000. This sentence would mature like exquisite wine if XRP ever reached four figures. However, it's not always easy to endure such significant price fluctuations. Fear and greed are what drive the market. Throughout history, these two feelings have built and destroyed fortunes. The success of XRP has always been greatly attributed to its fervent community. Bullish mood is abundant, as seen by tweets such as Aminix's enigmatic "something big is coming, be ready," or, as Steph asserts confidently, "You're just not bullish enough." Nothing else in cryptocurrency compares to the unshakable faith in XRP's promise. However, markets are not moved by faith alone. Adoption, institutional interest, and liquidity do. Eleanor Terrett, a business writer for Fox, recently published an odd email she got from Muhammad, an XRP lover, with the request, "Please raise the price of Ripple as quickly as possible to more than $100,000. "Well, since you asked so nicely, Muhammad," was Terrett's snarky reply, which sparked a flurry of memes and jokes from the crypto world. Beyond the comedy, though, this occurrence brings to light a significant problem in cryptocurrency: false information and irrational expectations. There are still those investors who don't properly comprehend how markets operate. A reminder that markets don't operate on desires, as Product Billy said. They focus on adoption, volume, and basics. Despite the excitement, partnerships, institutional interest, and practical utility hype will define XRP's future. Let's now explore the most recent incredible alliances that have the potential to revolutionize XRP. You don't want to miss this, I promise. Ripple has been quietly laying the groundwork for something huge, while most people are preoccupied with price speculation. We haven't seen a bullish indication like this in a long time. Thus, Ripple's collaboration with SBI Holdings is a perfect illustration of how XRP is subtly infiltrating the financial system, especially in Asia, where the use of digital assets is growing rapidly. In addition to confirming the widespread use of XRP in the market, SBI's most recent financial report also emphasizes how the asset is becoming more useful in the real world than only for speculation.